Yeah, nothing like having a 3,000 watt PA stage gig DJ system in your garage, right? So back in the 80s, I was a bass guitar player, DJ, and also did a lot of gigs. We moved a lot of equipment, a lot of speakers, a lot of wires, a lot of hookup, a lot of sound tests, all the above. And I always wanted a killer frickin' home system, and that's why I built this in the garage. So let's get to the video. I needed a subwoofer dolly cart that was for real. So you could spend hundreds of dollars getting a cart or have someone build one for you for probably $600-700. This one cost me about $200 to make with all the parts and stuff. And I did a part 1 video of the actual make of this. What I was using was 2 Amazon bought carts with added 4-inch casters on there, and it was 1 per stack. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It's not that they're not strong enough, they're just tipsy. And I didn't want that. So I built a cart myself out of 2x4s, Gorilla Glue, 5-inch casters, bed liner. I even bed lined, check this out, the corner protectors and the casters got a extra 3 squirts. But I took my time to do this right. There's carpet underneath the bottom 2. And the only thing left to do with these guys is get the strapping done. And I had some Rhino ratchet straps, and they're not bad ratchet straps. And I would have used these, but guess what? The straps aren't long enough. I cut them too short. So I got some actual motorcycle straps, all black, and the D-ring's gonna go here and here. It's gonna be 2 straps, gonna go all the way over to hold these suckers down. And I could do 1 strap on the handles, a strap here and put a D-ring right down here. And I looked at it and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it the right way and strap these suckers down. And the way these subs are configured, they may look like they're kind of cattywampus. I have tried, this is the way they're supposed to sit, like this, and then stack them. I didn't like the sound. I just don't like the sound. So the ports are all coming out at the same angle, basically. And what that does is it's like a car stereo. Have you ever seen those car stereo subwoofers that have the port in the middle? Same idea, just a wall of bass. And if you're looking at this lip down here, the actual woofer is about 1 inch. The bottom of the diaphragm is about right here. Trust me, I measured this to make sure that it would clear, so all the bass will come out right down there. No big deal on that. So actually not too bad to roll around. Each one of these woofers weighs 100 pounds, and I arm wrestled them off these and put them on here by myself. I'm 56 years old with a fucked up, screwed up back, and so I was able to do it. If the Egyptians can build pyramids, I can move 4 speaker boxes. But yeah, these things are programmed for 4,000 watts. They're 1,000 watts each, and max is 2,000. So you can actually program 4,000 watts into these guys. What I do is I input here, then I parallel over. These are 8 ohm speakers. See here? If you can see that. So when you parallel them over, you get a 4 ohm load on the amplifier. It works out just fine. It is a lot of bass. A lot of bass. I kind of screwed up here. I got to put another screw in here. I tried to put casters on these things one day, my own casters, and these are definitely not strong enough. T25s will not handle prime time loads and moving around and stuff. And that's the whole idea with these subwoofers boxes. So many times when we were gigging and moving speakers around, people were just throwing these things around. They get banged up, and people just think they get their frickin' muscles on and they turn into frickin' Tarzan, and they damage speakers that way and amplifiers. You got to treat your stage DJ gig equipment with a kid glove. You got to be gentle with them. And the other thing too, when you get done gigging and you have these subwoofers, Believe it or not, the magnet and the voice coils and the whole frame are hot. You can literally put your hand up in front of the speaker and it's hot. Do not move these, even dollying them, until they cool down. It'll screw up your frickin' speaker quicker than you know what. I have seen that firsthand. Oh, I didn't drop them, I didn't bang them. Well, you moved them when they were hot. You got to let them cool down. Literally let them cool down to room temperature. You know, wait an hour or two after your gig to let these babies cool down, and you'll be fine. So there you have it. I don't know how tall this is. I'm just under 5. This is about chin height. Let me flip the camera around. Hi. So these are about, I don't know, I'm about 5'9.5" right here with my shoes on. So this is probably what 5 feet tall on that. There you have it. Big boomy boom booms for my garage system here. I'm running 750 watts times 4. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Have a good Sunday, and hope you enjoy the video. Hope you get something out of this. There's no bad video out there, only bad people. And if this video you don't think is that great, that's fine. Give it a thumbs down. But I don't need your comments per se, because I'll delete them anyway. Do better. Criticism is great, but there's a way to do it. And I don't go on other people's channels and criticize what they do. And long story short, be smart about it. We're out here doing the videos and putting out content for others. And if it isn't good, it isn't good. But you still learn from a bad video. You do better. You do it yourself. You do it better. And that's the whole idea behind my channel. Is I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest. I definitely am not a freaking big time YouTube creator. But I'm just doing my thing, and I like it, and I enjoy it, and I share it. So there you have it. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.